I'm on my way back to work today. It's only one day before the weekend. I am really not prepared. Like the trailer for the World of Warcraft game. Which one was it? Burning Crusade, the end of it with Illidan. Because you're not prepared. That's me today. I'm not prepared. I am so tired. But you gotta do what you gotta do. It is a 3-day weekend, which is good. Oh man. But today, I know I'll probably be just playing catch up a lot, which is going to just take just a lot of time. I feel bad because I think last week I needed to do something, but I left because my aunt was passing away and I wanted to get to the hospital before she passed. And I think somebody else has probably not been able to do their job for a week, almost did, because I couldn't do mine, because I couldn't do this before. I was do something specific before I left. But hope that's not the case. Yeah, I've been trying to. Last night, I've been having a lot of trouble sleeping, and that is, I hope something will pass. I'm having more trouble than normal sleeping. Normally I don't sleep that much anyway, but this past 2 weeks have been even worse than normal. So yeah, oh, my camera is like, this guy's pointed down. Sorry about that. I have been looking, I'm trying to change the topic here. I've been looking on Craigslist for arcade games. And I've been noticing a trend. There's a group of people, and it's just, I'm not saying like, oh, it's like a group that knows each other. It's just, there's certain people that's been posting. They're from different areas around this, different states and stuff like that. But they've had the same item up for sale for months. It's like, okay, I don't understand. Why is this thing up for sale? I mean, it's a decent price. It's not like, it's like top dollar for something that's a little beat up, but it's not like outrageously priced. And I'm like, why would this thing keep getting posted over and over and over again? And I'm trying to figure out, this guy's just screwing people over, like, or is this item not as described? Like, people are getting there to look at it and like, wait, no, this is not what you described. I'm not paying this. And the guy's like, well, this is the only thing I'm taking. And they basically, that's the problem. That's one thing I have with games that are far away when I'm looking at stuff. I don't want to travel 2 hours somewhere and find out, oh, look at this game here. It is a POS. And I thought it was in fair condition. So that's one group. They've been posting the same thing for months. Another group is the Make Me an Offer group. I'm like, really? Like, there's somebody who has a few machines up. One is a main machine, which I wouldn't give you $10 for. I don't understand that. I mean, I understand if you're trying to, if you only have room for one machine and you want to have multiple machines. But to me, they look like crap, because most of the time people scratch build them, which, hey, if you scratch build your own main machine, or you take an existing arcade cabinet and make an arcade main machine out of it, great. There's nothing wrong with that. Keep the parts you take out of the arcade, and don't destroy the cabinet where you can't put it back. But that's my opinion on that. When you have one and you have like 2 controllers, a joystick, a spinner knob, and like buttons all over the place, it's like it's very haphazard. And you have like a trackpad, like the USB cable like stuck out the side of it. It just looks bad. And that's what most of them I see, how they look. They just look horrible. But then also, other than that, he has 2 other games that have computers in it that boot directly into the game that's supposed to be in that cabinet. And I'm like, no, I wouldn't give very much for those either. I mean, like, I'd make an offer on that, but I'd be pretty much like, okay, I'll be buying to me, it'd be equivalent of buying an empty cabinet with a monitor, with no PCB. And the problem is most people are like, well, it's got a computer. I'm going to keep the computer. I don't care about the computer. I'm going to probably drop that thing off at the recycling center as soon as I get it. It's most likely it's a really old PC. So yeah, I don't understand that mentality. People think, there are a lot of people out there that think that, oh, it has a computer in it, so this thing's worth $1,000 because it's a computer. Not really. And then there's the last group that I've been noticing. They get old arcade machines and put these 60-in-1 boards on. Basically, it's a Chinese board that you can play 60 video games on one cabinet. Don't get those cabinets look pretty good, but they are destroying an actual old style board, an actual working computer game. Maybe it's working, I don't know. And they're putting this board in it, and they're charging like $2,000 for it. And I'm like, really? I can buy a empty arcade cabinet, put side art on it for $100 or $200, and that board, that 61 board that everybody thinks like it's a 61, it's $50 from China if you buy them one at a time. If you buy them in bulk, you can get them a lot cheaper than that. So, because I haven't checked on the past 2 weeks. I really haven't checked on Craigslist very much. And then when I was like expecting to see a lot of new stuff on there. And I checked last night. Nothing new. Well, there's a few things new. There's a lot of stuff from the same people that was crap. Alright. Sorry. I've complained about Craigslist and everything a little too long there. But anyway, talk to you about later. We've been noticing that our house, when it gets really hot on days, well, today's 80 degrees, so it's not too bad today. But when it gets into the mid to high 80s, low 90s, our house has been up to like 75 degrees and slowly increasing. So as it gets warmer, it's going to get worse. So my wife called somebody to get our heat pump looked at, and evidently it's pretty much completely out of Freon or whatever coolant that they use. I don't think Freon's actually what in it, but the one we have is, I've even looked them up. They're pretty much the cheapest of the cheap heat pumps. Oh great, there's an accident right here at this cutoff. I need to get home because the guy was gonna, I'm not sure if he's gonna wait and talk to him about it, but so basically we need a new heat pump. And I don't know who it is, but if you can hear it thumping, somebody is playing music loud enough to actually make my truck vibrate. I don't get me wrong, I don't care about the loud music. I'm just thinking about, what is that doing to the person in that car? I mean, that loud, holy cow. I mean, my mirror on my truck is vibrating. I'm not, maybe the camera was, I'm not sure. But I'm like, for it to be that bass to actually make my truck vibrate and to be as far away as they are, I'm wondering what it's doing to that person's ears. Because that cannot be good for them at all. But anyway, sorry. So basically, I'm on my way home. We are going to, if the guy's still there, I'm going to talk with him, see his recommendations. I think when they built our house, they undersold us, because we bought the we didn't buy the house new. The people that previously owned it, they had this put in. I believe what they did is, from talking to the guy from last year, we had the coolant put into our unit because it's leaked out again because it was put in last year. And the coolant that they put in it evidently isn't made anymore because it's damaging to the environment, so they had to replace something else. So now it's extremely expensive. I've looked this up. Yes, it is true. The price they're quoting, I'm not sure how much we need, so I don't know how much it's going to, how much if they're overcharging or undercharging or what they'd be doing. But the heat pumps we have been making noise, just being kind of crappy. But anyway, sorry. Yeah, need new heat pumps. So basically, I'm going to go home. But when they undersold our heat pumps, because basically, I think from what the guy said is that you would need like a 1.25 ton unit, but they don't make a 1.25. They make 1 ton, 1.5 ton units, like for the upstairs. So probably what's happened is like, oh, they don't need a 1.5 ton, so we'll just put a 1 ton unit in. And what that does is it makes it to where that unit runs all the time, because it's not really big enough to run to cool that area. But the guy even said, this is what the guy told me last year. He goes, he was really nice. He was actually really knowledgeable. He said before you buy a unit, he would recommend getting a measurement to actually know exactly what size you need. Maybe the size we have are correct, and they just they're just gotten older. He said that the units we have, he's never seen last more than 5 years, and we had them for these were like 9 to 10 years old. He said he's honestly surprised they're still running. And I actually looked up reviews for the ones we have. I can't remember the name of it right now, but they are the lowest. Basically reviews on them are very, very, very poor. Most people do say they failed after about 3 years, and I'm surprised ours has lasted this long. So basically, I don't know if I talked about my garage door being messed up or not. Just basically a lot of stuff's went wrong in the past 2 weeks. The garage door messed up, so I have somebody come in Monday to look at that. So when you own a house, there's a lot of problems. And I can't remember who I was talking to. It's like, maybe renting a house isn't too bad. When there's a problem, you can call somebody else and say, hey, fix this. But I understand I love owning my own house. I love my house. I really like it. I wish it was a little bit bigger, so I could actually put more stuff. I mean, not really put more stuff in it, but because I wish I had a basement so that I could have like a man cave, and I could basically hide all my stuff down there, so that when people come over and be like, oh, look, he has such a nice house. I'm like, well, we spend like no time up here. Basically, it's clean because you're never up there. But yeah, so I'm going home, trying to get this all taken care of. Oh man, fun times. I guess I'm going to end here because, talk to you later.